Why don't you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need.
Oh, that's easy. I got bored.
Well, that's everything. The game has ended. There's no way we can counter this. We've been beaten. What? Hello everyone and welcome back to the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Cliff over here, together with Tails, finding out who's murdered our favorite blue boy. So, let's go to the next train and find out who it is. Well, we're done with Nux here. Let's talk to him once. You very much better pull up chalks, I say. Understood, Sheriff. Yeehaw! Wow, he's really fitting into this role. Now let's go. Ready to mosey down the next train? You got it, partner. No way, dang nabbit. Let me try that one. Oh, okay. Nothing special. You got it, partner. Onward! So, let's see who's next. Our next victim for this investigation. The library car, huh? Man, this is a really good car. I mean, train. I wonder how expensive it is. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot at the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful.
Already? Before you go, Espio and I want to give you your presents.
My presents? You're both too sweet, thank you. Victor, it seems we have more guests. There you are, Amy. Why do you just go from us again? Why are you so weird? Let's see, have you found any leads? Let's see, found any leads yet? Oh, the detective's parent needs help from the birthday girl. Ah, she knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on their birthday. Yeah, I mean, she's the birthday girl. She can just do whatever she wants. Like murder Sonic. Just a guess. This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick.
And how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked.
Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? I have a special key. The birthday girl has a master key. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key.
Of course, it's a birthday privilege.
I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye. I swear, because she has this birthday key, she could just... I don't know, she has the power. She could murder Sonic, so... Who's not to say it was her? I mean, she could open any doors, and she could do anything with it, so... It could be her, right? Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough.
Now, how are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say.
I'm the detective, and I can't be the murderer. And I'm, here to ask if anyone's hungry?
Starved. I'll kill for chicken parmesan right about now.
Maybe kill isn't the right language to use right now.
I'm Victor the butler. I'm licensed to handle raw meat.
And I'm Espio, the poet. You definitely fit in that role, Espio boy. Oh, poetry! A resonant message from poet to readers meant to challenge our delicate perspective with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some? Sure, Okay, should I sing this? Teardrop in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 la. I can't do this. I mean, even Tails, he wasn't sold. Just look at him. He's so... this sounds so cringe. It's so cringe. I'd rather play Sonic Heroes. Ugh.
Was that it?
I have more if you like. Cherry blossom in the springs. I'm satisfied for now, thanks. I'm far too cringe right now to hear more of this. Ugh. At least he's rimming, I suppose. Cliff and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened? Okay, I have to try and change the tone a little. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car?
Oh sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy actually.
Really?
When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this like library car, where Amy told me and Espio to stay.
I promptly picked the book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Victor got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. And guess what? He beat him in the video game. He's such a loser.
Yup, that's right.
Where's Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup at the saloon car. Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the butcher stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something. I mean, she's a thief after all. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? Is he making keys now? What is he doing?
Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car, where Knuckles and I were playing video games, and he sucked.
Okay, sorry, I had to do this.
He insisted on showing us up at the Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car, again, locked the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car, where it was meant to be stationed.
When Victor came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car.
That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right. I say.
We sat through here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happens. With all these locked doors, it seems Victor or Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're gonna peek around. We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions.
If you return anything, I'll chop it up for you.
And if you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I got you covered too. No thanks. I'm good. Thanks, guys. Your alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. When we're looking for any evidence that proves what they're saying is true, we need to confirm Victor's reason for leaving his post and determine if sorry guys, I really have to try and be focused here. Determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. It's all a test, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this tales, Detective old buddy. Absolutely. Okay, let's take over here. So, you may be wondering what I've been doing for the past 2 days, and that's just because I just didn't feel for it at the time. Plus, I was playing Hi-Fi Rush, one of the best games that Xbox fortunately killed off. I mean, the studio anyway. You can still buy it on Steam, it's 40% off, and I really highly recommend playing it because it's the best hack and slash game I've ever played. And it's just a shame, we just see that Xbox just killing off the studio who made it. They could build some serious fan base out of this. A Chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below it reads, "Hang in there." Wow, I really need to see this. Huh? This little Chow's hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety, because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this child can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster. Right? I mean, it really makes sense. Pride over practicality, I guess. Oh, brochures. Brochures, I can see it. I can say it. There are travel destinations ideas here, like amusement parks, cavern, hotels, restaurants. Ooh, what's this? Cliff, look at this. There's a couple maps here. This seems to be the map of the library car. The books are categorized by genres, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Ah, so it's the map for... Okay, it's the bird perspective of the library car, I think. But should we check this book about the cave too? Look, there's a stalactites. Nah, leave it. Haha, yeah, fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. Huh. Big interest for caves, huh? You're just like me. Hey, there's a book there. What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck. This reeks of the evil scientist Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. Oh, don't tell me he's going to make that buckaloo fish or something like that from Sonic Colors. What kind of recipes? Who cares? I wouldn't trust any books he's written. It's weird this is even here. I mean, who even printed those books if he's evil? Maybe people just appreciate an omelette? You may not be wrong. I mean, remember all the foods he's made in Eggman Land and Sonic Unleashed? Chip absolutely hates it, and he loves food. Let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are comfy. So plush. Put me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. Cliff, no. Don't fall asleep. We got work to do. There's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time. Oh yeah. I'd be rich enough to build my own Eggman Lane. Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling cleaning up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone and do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. Okay, so now we should talk about... Oh wait, there's a trash! Another trash! Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. I really thought there'd be something. Cliff, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin? Of course I'm sad. I mean, it's supposed to be my treasure. No, I'm alright. I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we'll find. You really think so? Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay, these trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure of it. Cliff, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. What's that supposed to be, a compliment? I love how there's so much dialogue over a trash bin. They're really putting a lot of thought into these trash, huh? Fancy a poem? Okay, how about a poem about, let's say, space. I made up to space with my beloved antique face, but a mistake in my haste dropped the vase from my embrace, so my antiques I must now replace. What caused you to drop the vase? Don't read too deeply, it's just a poem. But poems are supposed to be deep. He hasn't thought through, has he? Let's see, let's talk to him. What'll it be? No! Oh, okay, trains. Let's hear the trains. Locomotive in motion. I think I lost my lotion. The window shows the ocean. Oh wait, there's my lotion. I actually like that one. What? You can't be serious. What happened to your Tails? What did he do to you? Did you bring me any meat to a chop? I may be a butcher, but the comfort stated my meat clever before getting on the train. You actually tried to bring a knife on the train? So you are the murderer. I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. I think if you had a knife on you, we'd never think you were the murderer. What if I hit the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. I mean, yeah. Nothing like cold cuts for a cold case. Let me know if you need any butchering. Now, we should go to the next one. Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into his saloon car. Hey, it's open. When Shadow left the library car, he locked the door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Oh, more books. So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up. I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. They're too boring for me. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up. But Rouge pulled a lot of these out okay.
Okay, I was just a little confused because there's supposed to be... Okay, I'm sitting on the Danish now, comma, right over here, but... Okay, Rouge pulled out a lot of these out too, searching for something. I think they're supposed to be here because... Yeah, it just throws me off a little. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing, then they're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything, especially the trash. Oh, what's this? Chaos soda. Chaos cola. Let's see. The globe. A globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries. Oh, you should play Sonic Unleashed. You're going to see a lot. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. Ah, sounds perfect for vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you ever been there. Sonic Unleashed, dude. You have to see the world, man. I have, actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Miss Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and makes one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group sure knows everyone has been everywhere, haven't they? But, can we get out now? We should really confirm that they're telling the truth. What more is there to see? I mean, they told us everything, right? Oh wait. Let's see. Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. More books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest. Alright, let's move it. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through all the books' titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in the library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order. But this one, the Mirage Express Manual. It's a user guide to Mars Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. I think we found enough clues. Let's go investigate Victor and Espio to find out what really happened. Okay, let's talk to Espio and do this. So, the two of you don't believe us, eh? It's not that I don't trust you, but I wouldn't be a product detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Man, I'm bad at this. Cliff and I are here to confirm two things. Why Victor left to go to play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car. Victor, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need.
Oh, that's easy. I got bored.
Well, that's everything. The game has ended. There's no way we can counter this. We've been beaten.
What?
I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Victor enjoys being social. Plus we're instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine, the saloon car, so figured I'll go check it out. This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. Then that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, we found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car?
Of course he was. Once Espio started reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I seen it happen.
It must have been a good read. What was the book? If you don't tell us, you're a liar.
Espio doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing?
What kind of things do you think I read? I mean, dude, I don't read Sonic IGWs. I never would. I'm an Archie fan. If you want to talk, I have a bunch on what that book might be. Cliff, would you help me out? Alright, Cliff, what do you think you read? Okay, I mean, this is the only book we have of evidence, so... A manual? You think Espio was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? I mean, we found in every book but this one was in alphabetical order, so it was definitely something he picked up. Whoa, what's this? Okay, I thought it was laser or something. They are getting progressively harder, these mini games here. But it's nothing I can't handle again. When do we get Dream Gear? I want it right now. There are books scattered around. Okay, I have to change again. There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone, at the very least, picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. Oh, crap. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio. Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like this. Calm down, Victor. I know you all mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, Espio. A butcher and a poet. Friendship can form anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading. The Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we would like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Cliff, if you don't mind, me again. Could you ask Espio some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz Espio about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him about? Maybe this one? Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During the event, they can perform a variety of tasks, and are responsible for... Oh, I clicked too fast. I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself, though I have a feeling the train didn't want to hire any janitor. The robotic arms also detect weapons or explosive being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety. I mean, it is an expensive train, so that makes sense. Seems like Espio aced that question. Cliff, hit him with another one. Okay, what's page? Let's try... 89. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds, and you'll be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. No refunds? What? Gee, the guy who made this rule must have been over 65. Last one, Cliff. Let's see if Espio can go free for free. Gotcha. Which page should I pick last? How about 402? What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligation? Intelligent data processing system. It works on a tandem with the conductor to ensure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. This train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present. I mean, he must have a lot of spare time to read all this up to 402. I cannot read a book this long in such a short time. Now, did I pass your little test? No. I hate to say it, but no. What? Haha, just goofing, you passed. I complete your task with ease. All my efforts were only to please, but you joked and jabs, said no to my face. Now I wish you were riddled with fleas. Fleas. Wait, face and fleas doesn't quite rhyme. Did he just rhyme a curse at me? Damn! You clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And you both had the nerves to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? You have to admit though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a little suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's caution attitudes. Vector was the one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard. My alibi is hard to substantiate, despite being the truth. What? Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can. Espio, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Yep, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up. Cliff? He always put me on the spot. God damn it. It's like I have to do all the detective work. Okay, we should have evidence to link someone who saw reading. Isn't it this one? Shadow's luck. Please, pray tell. What this has to do with anything? We're up, Cliff. Let's get our argument together. It's kind of hard to trying to read all these words while playing the game or commentating like this. I mean, it's really hard for me to do a voice change while trying to record because I really want this to be spot on for you guys, but it's kind of hard to do. Especially if I haven't done YouTube for a long time. Alright, just gonna have to move it. I have a lot of rings. Oh my god. That did it. But wow, how much time has passed since he's reading the whole manual? Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't the high score long. Crooks are natural gamers. How very true. But so are goats. Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentioned that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. Oh yeah, Espio, you're goofed. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car, so there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that didn't notice him. Why? Because he's... I know. He's Shadow and you didn't notice Come on, dude. Even a special ninja like you should notice him by now. You're telling me the sound of door opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? There's no shadow in my doubt. There's no shadow of a doubt. The shadow has passed through you. You can't lie to me like that. Well, you see, I can sense Espio's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So, if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at this moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw Espio in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Cliff, one that I would love for Espio to solve. You gotta believe me, please! I mean, just look at him, he looks so sad. You gotta believe me! That cool demeanor is vanishing. Yeah, you can almost see that. I was so involved with my book that I didn't notice Shadow pass back through the library car. Honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember that one. I must avenge my friend's death, so I ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how'd you leave the library car? I wasn't. I didn't. I swear. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was Shadow simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice
There's his return to the library car. What should I do? Okay. Should I believe him or not? I have to just believe in Tails. No, I can't interrupt Tails while he's onto something. I'll let him continue this line of questioning and... Oh, Cliff, my favorite and beloved employer, please. Protect the passenger aboard this train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuit will be torturous. Don't allow such an old, feeble soul to get sued. Oh, what? I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails, we have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems. Alright, my fellow associate, lay it out on me. Let's see. What piece of evidence shows Espio and Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another? Okay, there was a lot of ratings, that's why I had to pause a little. Couldn't have seen one another. I would say this one because Espio might not have seen Shadow since he's behind that big bookcase or something. But let's try this one. All right, let's get my thoughts in order. Maybe it's this one actually, because I'm pretty sure that because of the big bookcase and Espio reading so much, being real into this manual, then maybe he couldn't possibly have seen Shadow at all. That's what I'm guessing. This is getting a lot easier than before. If you have the special stage like this one, then this should be a piece of cake for all of us. Because I still think Sonic 2 in the original versions, I think, is really torturous for me. I could barely get Super Sonic. The library map? Oh, I see. See the exit? They're right across from another, a straight path. If Shadow walks straight to this path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. Looks like you have to point out where exactly you mean. Where could Espio have been for Shadow not to see? Okay, let's see, it must be here, right? Interesting. That's what I was sitting reading my book. I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot. This confirms it. Then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot. Because his bookcase is in the way. Exactly. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you could have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. You can't believe me. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. No shadow of a doubt. See, now I landed just right. Thank you both for answering all our questions. We did it. Another pair of alibis validated. Okay, that's it. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everyone straightened itself out in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit, and these stairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge, and especially Shadow. Oh? And it seems the door to the next car is opened. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Victor and Espio. Give him heck. If you need any meat chopped, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick tock, tick tock goes the clock, while heroes are in the caboose. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, Cliff. Let's see what's next. Whew. Glad that's over. I think my throat needs. I think my throat needs to take a break a little, because this is getting a little harder for me to do all these readings. Which is funny because we're in the library car. Now, see you guys there in more of the Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. I try to be as frequent as possible when it comes to recording, because I had to take a break for the past 2 days. But thank you all for being patient. See you later, alligators.